Welcome back to Transfer Talk. Delighted to say we can take you live to Brazil now and speak as ever on Wednesday to our South American football expert, Tim Vickery. Tim, how are you, mate? How's life out there? Difficult as always?
Yeah, well, it's not very sunny, actually. It's very disappointing summer. I don't expect sympathy.
No, well, you won't get any from here, so let's just crack on. Let's start with Vitor Reis, and we're debating as to whether that's the right way to pronounce it. I think it's Vitor Reis, but I could be wrong. City, it appears, are getting closer to signing him. What are the thoughts on the ground from Palmeiras?
Well, Palmeiras originally wanted to keep him for the Club World Cup, but they're a pragmatically run club, and the bid kept on going up and up and up. And it seems to have reached 35 million euros, which is the Palmeiras asking price. So it looks like this is going to go ahead in the next few days, which will make him, Vitor Reis, the most expensive centre-back to have come out of Brazil. And this clearly, I think, is City pushing the reboot button. You know, perhaps a reaction to Guardiola's confession that he made a mistake by not reinforcing the squad during the summer. What have they seen? I think they've seen three things that they really like about this player. And you can clearly see the influence of Marquinhos and Thiago Silva in his play. That's the kind of centre-back that he wants to be. He's classy on the ball, head up. He can play out the back. He's also versatile defensively. He can operate in a back three or a back four. Happier right side, but he's played left side. And the other thing that he's got, which seems to be a natural thing, is leadership qualities. So those are, I think, the things that City have identified, which mean that they want to bring him to the Premier League now.
You did say last week, Tim, that you think he might need filling out physically. Yeah. Does that suggest that you don't think he's quite ready for Premier League just yet?
I would be surprised, and I think there's an interesting comparison here with Murilo at Forest. And Vitor Reis is coming on 22 games. Murilo was a little bit similar. I think it was 25 games at Corinthians and into the Premier League for him. But there are some important differences. Murilo is just that little bit older. Vitor Reis turned 19 this week. Murilo is also, obviously, he's built, isn't he? He hasn't got any physical problems whatsoever. I do think Vitor Reis needs a little bit of filling out. I think he can be bullied. But the other one is the adaptation in the style of play. And Murilo, obviously, is outstanding in a side that with a low block and a counter-attack. Very, very different from the way that centre-backs at Man City have to play. They high line, they're exposed. Now, Vitor Reis has been playing for a coach, very interesting coach with Palmeiras, Portuguese, Abel Ferreira, who's got a touch of the Jose Mourinho's about him. He's now going to a very, very different world at Man City to play under Guardiola. So that adapting to playing higher up the field, where the centre-back is much, much more exposed, that, I think, means that it's hard to imagine him making an immediate impact. And I think probably the reason that City wanted him now is to get him over and work on him, develop